Hello, dear viewers. Thank you for joining me for a daily tarot reading. You know, I always ask you to choose the stone that draws you, the one that resonates with your intuition, and we'll ask Source to also light up your intuition so that you hear what you need to hear from the interpretation. And we'll do a golden nugget card at the end to offer more information, clarification if you'd like it. Okay, so we begin. I love tarot. Tarot helps to open a door to the subconscious, to the intuition. For those of you who chose the moonstone, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Four of Coins. Okay, you know what? These are all minor arcana, so probably not a big deal today, but there might be something that you're wishing for that does occur today. That Nine of Cups is really nice. It's a good day to make a wish, you know? And you know, it might be something that's not a huge deal, but it's just really kind of nice to see that work. That positive expectation work. The Four of Cups, I feel like there may be a message coming from Spirit, from Source, that you're not hearing. And I am not sure what it is. That we've got the Four of Coins, and that is a lot of times somebody who is feeling a little insecure about money, but with no reason to be, or money or health or whatever tangible sources of security, feeling a little protective, feeling a little like I gotta hang on to what I have, and no real reason or need to be, but maybe too concerned about that, maybe too worried about that. And the Four of Cups, maybe the message coming in then is something that will help be calming, help you to feel more secure. Because I feel like upright cups a lot of times are security. I almost wonder if the meaning coming in is about this Nine of Cups. Like maybe Source wants to call your attention to times when you've asked for help, when you've asked for protection, when you've asked for assistance, you've asked for peace perhaps, and it's come in, it has worked. Oh, so often when we're in a situation where we feel a little maybe dissatisfied, this can also be dissatisfaction, or a little like, gotta hang on tight, you know, security threatened. Sometimes it's very difficult to remember all the many years and all the many times that we've done all right, you know, we've gotten through. Maybe Source would like you to ask, for something, just some sort of sign, and maybe Source would also help you to reflect on when you've gotten what you've wished for, or a small thing you've wished for today that's coming through, or a small thing you've wished for recently that's coming through. I feel like Spirit wants to show you that you are cared for, that you do have the power to ask and receive. So there may be something you wish for today and you would get that or its equivalent. You know, you would get and some openness is involved here, I think. Also, the dissatisfaction, a lot of times, you know, if we move our focus, we can become a lot more satisfied. If we move our focus to what we have, or to the positive message Spirit's trying to bring in that for some reason we're not seeing, can be a loving message, can be a reassuring message. But there's something that Spirit is wanting to bring in, and really you may get your wish in something, which is really nice. So I see very positive cards here, although you may not recognize the positivity happening here. So that's the challenge today, I think. Okay, for those of you who chose the pink stone, the rose quartz, we have the Tower, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Knight of Coins. Okay, So the Tower is an event that changes things. It can be an epiphany. It can be a conversation. It can be a decision you make. It can be something unexpected that comes in that you don't believe you had any part in bringing in. Just something unexpected that shakes things up. Now, the Three of Swords, I feel like this is about a pattern that has repeated, that's caused you some heartbreak, that's caused you some emotional pain, maybe hurt, maybe frustration, but something that a repeating pattern. We all have these in our lives. Sometimes we wonder why we keep finding ourselves in this situation. It could have something to do with work or other ways you on a daily basis you enhance your security, your physical, tangible security. That can be health as well. But there may be something that just feels like a repeated source of hurt or disappointment or something, frustration. The Tower may be coming in. It might be time for a change. And that is good. If this is about thoughts, this is sometimes about painful thoughts, and that's all, just painful thoughts. And if this is about an epiphany, then an epiphany is coming in to help you to resolve some painful thoughts, some ideas you have about a repeating pattern in your life. Maybe look at it differently or resolve it or turn a corner. Like, I'm tired of that. So that can also be an epiphany that turns the corner for you. The Knight of Coins, though, that can also be a reassurance that, regardless of whatever's happening, that could be a Tower, you're fine. You have developed some discipline, some faithfulness, some ability to just keep on protecting your security. You're all right. So I like those coins cards, like the King, Queen, and the Knight. I feel like a lot of times they're there to say, you're doing okay, steady as she goes. You keep on moving forward. So whatever this is, it doesn't disrupt that. So very interesting set of cards. I feel like it could really mean different things to different people. But the good thing about the Tower is that it makes way for something brand new that feels like it's about time, that feels maybe like it's overdue. And it may not always be changed in the way you would love it to be changed. It may be surprising to you, or it may be an opportunity that at first just looks like a disruption, right? But there's powerful transformation in this card. And it looks like there's something to be transformed. So that's good. Yes, an interesting group of cards. I think different for different people. For those of you who chose this yellow stone, this yellow quartz, we have the moon. We have the Queen of Cups, of course. And oh my gosh, this is wonderful. And we have the Judgment Angel. So your judgment is spot on. And not only is it sort of informed by the divine, it's informed by your intuition, which is also connected to the divine, of course. And you're good at it. The Queen of Cups, whether you're a king or a queen, the Cups royalty is intuitive, goes very well with the moon, sees the deeper meanings of things, and is really able to understand what's going on with people, understand their emotion, understand their experience, has a lot of empathy and compassion, but also wisdom about what to share when. Sometimes the Queen of Cups can hold herself back some. I mean, she understands the situation quite well, and maybe she does have compassion, doesn't mean she's rushing forward. She's also sort of a cautious figure. And she knows when to be self-protective. In the Rider-Waite, the Queen of Cups has a lid on her cup. So she knows when to be a little self-protective about her emotion, and that's just fine. There's nothing wrong with that. She's poised. She seems quite serene. However, that she can have a lot going on emotionally. There may be some really deep changes. There may be some messages she's receiving. And she just manages it all quite well. Now, The Judgment Angel, that's usually about a decision made, clarity and good judgment. The Moon is usually about, yeah, moving forward based upon your intuition alone sometimes, because things might look murky, or based on your intuition and just the little bit of information you do have. You know, the Queen of Cups, she's matured with her understanding of her intuition. So she'd be able to do that. She would be able, not everybody could, but she would be able to make a decision and use clarity and good judgment, relying in large part on her intuition. So these are terrific cards. There's two major arcana. They're probably not just about today. They're probably true of life in general for you right now, or some very important decision that you're wanting to make or you have just made. So those are terrific cards for that. I feel like this is an extremely reassuring reading. Like you've got it. You've got it. You've got terrific clarity. You've got terrific decision making. Even if you wouldn't even want to have to explain it to somebody else, because if they don't have really good intuition or a strong spiritual life or spiritual connection, they wouldn't get it. You know, that's okay. You don't need anybody else's approval because you have the strength of that intuition and clarity. So I like that. So if you don't have the clarity about a decision yet, it is coming in and it is developing nicely. Okay, for those of you who would like a little more clarification with the golden nugget, whoops, we have the Ten of Cups. Well, isn't that good? So the Ten of Cups is about things being generally all right in your household, or with those closest to you. It doesn't have to be perfect, but a sense of settled, a sense of everybody has what they need to, the basic emotional security they need to grow and develop. Sometimes it can be more than that. The Ten of Cups can be a moment of real fulfillment where you just feel very blessed and you feel like everybody's doing pretty well. So, I mean, it can be riches of emotional support in the group of people that you would consider family. It can be riches. The Ten of Cups also. The Ten of Cups, I often take that to mean that somebody on the other side, a family member on the other side, is near me, is, saying we're all complete here. I help aid in your security, your sense of security. We're all here. You're not alone. Maybe you bring in a comforting message or a loving message. So, for instance, my grandmother passed when I was quite young, but I remember her so well, and she was so loving. And when I get this card, like today, I think of her. I think she's with me. She's near me. She's helping. She maybe has an arm around me, that kind of thing. So sometimes that Ten of Cups is really about that too. So I hope you have a marvelous day. Blessings upon you all. Blessings and blessings. You take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.